That is our moon. They used to call a month a month because it took 30 days for the moon to go around the Earth, but the sun is reflecting off the moon and still lighting up the ocean in front of me, and it's midnight now. But I want to tell you something. 2,500 years ago, Aristotle would look up at the moon every single night. This just amazes me. So like 300-400 BC, Aristotle would look up at the moon, and I think it was sort of every couple of years he would see what we now call a solar eclipse. There was an eclipse yesterday. And when you see an eclipse, what happens is the moon is there, we're on Earth, and behind us is the sun. The sun casts a shadow from the Earth, and the shadow is on the moon. Now, that shadow on the moon is actually a curve. So if you see the moon there, let's zoom in a little bit, right? The shadow of the Earth from the sun is a curve on the moon. So we can all see and can remember a picture of seeing the moon, with a curve-like banana shape. So when Aristotle saw that curve, he postulated that the Earth must be a sphere and must not be flat. So why did he think that? I mean, it's pretty obvious really, because if the Earth was flat or disc-shaped, and at one point right now the Earth was, let's say, flat the way my hand is, if the Earth was here and the sun was behind us, the shadow on the moon would be a straight line up and down the moon. But that's not what we see. When we see the sun pass behind the Earth and the moon is in front of the Earth, and we look at a solar eclipse, we see a curve. The shadow of the Earth is a curve. So he postulated that the Earth was a sphere. And before that, everybody, all of the Greek philosophers postulated, and the sort of popular belief was that the Earth was flat, which kind of makes sense to me. If you look out at the Earth now, it looks flat to me. So all of these Greek philosophers and Babylonians, they all thought that the Earth was flat, and you'd get to the end of that line there and you'd fall off the edge, and there were monsters, or whatever their specific belief was. I think it was only Pythagoras, in fact, that thought that the Earth was a sphere. But what just sort of makes my brain super impressed by all of this is that someone would sit here all day, every day, stare at that moon, see that shadow pass across, see that it's a curve. And it's pretty simple, really, if you think about it. At that point, they would realise, okay, the Earth is a sphere. So Aristotle put this forward, and it soon quickly became popular belief that the Earth is a sphere.